Hey guys, Puppy's World here, doing a little bit of a different video, doing my basement build. That's why we kind of have some brand new equipment here. We got some new SVS Prime towers, and I've got one to show. But this is an update to my video on as to the floor spikes on the SVS Prime tower speakers. Okay, so we've got some new ones to work with here. And I did a video on them before on the floor spikes, and I don't actually remember showing the floor spikes. So I don't know what kind of an idiot does a YouTube video on SVS Prime speaker floor spikes, never actually shows the darn spikes. So here they are, and I'll show you guys how to properly install them as opposed to the rubber feet that they come with from the factory right in the mail. So this is going in the theater build, guys. We've ub some Santa stands there. We've got an Emotiva amp sitting over there. We've got some more equipment, a bunch of wiring. We've got an SVS sludge sub right there. We've got some satellites in there waiting, and a few other piano gloss stuff to match it. We're going to be going piano gloss, of course, as we did upstairs. We're going to be matching all this SVS, though, this time. SVS, we're going to go elevations, and we're going to go in ceilings as well, though, not SVS's. But we'll have this completely updated, guys, and we're going to be pulling all that out of there in the future. So, for those that don't know, SVS floor spikes, I would say my choice was to elevate the front of the speakers. So they install as such. You screw them in very simply. It's not difficult at all, as opposed to the rubber feet that come. And guys, if you're using carpet, mind you, that's a very good material. Amazing material. If you're using carpet, I would use the supplied feet that came with these. So you can see, there's the tower without the grill. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and install my spike. Now these are the front spikes, so I've got the front spikes just a tad bit elevated, and the way you do that, as opposed to doing that, you just tighten that guy up and make sure this guy is out a little bit, but that he is tight. So we'll put him in again. Make sure, make sure I'm putting the actual threads in, though, not the actual spike. So, as such, and it's difficult one-handed to get those threads started, but hang on. As such. You want to make sure you've got that proper. Nope, and now we don't want to do that. So, we want to do it like that. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to turn the spike, not the main thing, right at this point. Once we do that, we've got it down. Okay, now we tighten this guy in. Make sure he's down. Now tighten him accordingly. Okay, as you can see, this guy's going to be able to be tightly moved. And that one as well. You want to match those two up. So that guy's needs to come out a little bit. You can adjust them that way, guys. So, the backs I have completely down, as you would and such. And then for those, they are standing. So I've got a speaker here with them installed to kind of illustrate effectively how they stand. And I will place the phone flat on the floor. And you can barely see that those are elevated, just a tiny bit, but it is just moving the sound upward, just an ever so slightly pattern. So you are doing that as such, so that the sound is moving upward, kind of towards you. Now, I wouldn't say normally to do this always, but this is your choice, to angle them upward. But with carpet, guys, these spikes are phenomenal. They dig into the carpet. They do not allow the speaker to move, to rock back and forth or to substantially move in any way, shape, or form. I've had the dog knock into these, the ones upstairs. I've had cats jump on them, and with the floor spikes, nothing. I wouldn't use them on hardwood floor. I'd use the rubber feet, supplied. But there you have it, guys. Floor spikes, SVS Prime speakers. Of course, they would work with the SVS Ultras as well. But they're phenomenal speakers, so that's why we chose them for the theater build down the basement. Thank you, guys, and we will be back with an update, kind of showing some stuff in the future. But here we go. I'll show you the back of my pole, because I'll kind of pull these off real quick. I hardly use these much, guys, but they drive quite a. They have quite a few amps hooked up to them. Not currently, but as you can see, takes quite a quite an amplifier to drive those. And when I've got the stuff actually hooked up and wired, that is the whole point of these. And of course, I've got them set up for bi-wiring, bi-amping. So we've got a situation there going on. We've got to remove all that as we will and go from there, guys. All right. Thank you, and we'll be back with more.